Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. Everbank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Pass play now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 38. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Bronco switch.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey.
Lawrence now off the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Go. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, run!
Back to throw, here's Lawrence. That's taken in by Etienne. Broke through the tackle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's Etienne on first down. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Red on red.
They go right back to Etienne. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Red 23. Easy.
They've got a man in motion. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
All right, let's go. Silver.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds Miller, complete. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Sink right. Here we go.
They'll run. Etienne has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch is made, it's Jalen Hyatt. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive, and the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, here we go. Done. Here we go. Done.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Hey.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. ETN on the catch. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Hey, go. Red.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. He'll get this to ETN. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Along this sideline inside the 25. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Red on red.
From the red zone now. Buying some time right. Davis makes the play along the sideline. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Red 23.
Counter give to ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, let's go. gun.
ETN again. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Silver.
Now Lawrence. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Here we go, son.
And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They kick the running back in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's going deep. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw it on 1st down. Finds Hyatt. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a gain of 4. And that gives the Lions the 1st. He's going to throw this one. Has it in close. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Lawrence in the pistol. That's brought in by Miller. Touchdown, Jacksonville! Jaguars take a 13-point lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he shows a burst on this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trying for the deep ball. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to the air here. That's caught for the first. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Still sticking with the passing game. Setting up the running back screen. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Lions pushing for a late spark before halftime. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. They are throwing it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, it's a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Back to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey. Here we go.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Lawrence now off the play action. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, run! Red.
Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 now. That's taken in by ETN. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Up from the secondary, and is Rakestraw on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Red. 13, Lou.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Agate.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Cut out left. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Working inside the red zone. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
24. Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Hey, easy. Ralph. It's hot.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get more points to end a lopsided first half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Here we go, set.
Airing it out to start this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Gibbs now from the gun. Blast through midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Reload. Great job. Here we go.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, go. Red.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey, run.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Jaguar first down.
On red.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds him on the crossing route. He mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again. On now is Cook to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He completes it in traffic. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. Now on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
He puts everything behind this one. This is brought in at the 15. Working quickly here.
18 card.
First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Another try following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Go! 19 Lions.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has it at the 7. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Let's go. Trap 60.
Back now, pressure on its way. And oh, he got it. Interception.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Red on red. Hot.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Looking for the back that time. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throw on 3rd down. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll get this to Etienne. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Etienne. Room to run inside the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal, and because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5.
Ralph.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Terry on Arnold has it. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Hey. Silver.
On the run, it's Etienne. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Hot.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey, run.
Lawrence now off the play action. Completed to Davis. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
11. Hot.
Lawrence working from the gun. Etienne on the catch. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this second half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Finds him over the middle. The 50. 30. Gets the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions make it an 11-point ball game. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54. Silver.
Trying it right side with ETN. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That finds Miller, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Red on red. Hey, kill. It's hot.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Rip, 23. Hey, check that. Here we go.
Now toss it to ETN. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
All right, let's go.
Now a carry by ETN. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Hey, Lion! Check, Panther! Red.
Here's ETN. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars nearing their 6th win this season.
Ready up!
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, Ralph!
On the handoff, here's Davis. And they stop the reverse and hand them a big loss on the play. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, Silver!
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, go!
Lawrence throwing here. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
11.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
On red. Silver.
They go right back to ETN. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Here we go, sir.
Here's ETN on the give. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This throw is caught. And in for the Detroit touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he's going to get in there for 2. The lead shrinks to 10.
42. Lions 32.
You know, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.
it.